Alright, let's check down here. Oh, it's just the way that it... Oh, fuck. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, as always. I gotta make sure. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be running around being lost because I'm like, oh, did I search here? And it's like, yeah, if I do that for every single room, then I know. Then I know what I searched through if I've been to that location. Because it just makes things easier. If I know I've searched through everything, I open my eyes wide and stare at it and blah 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 blah. Staying seems old. Okay. Nothing. Oh, the music cut out. This looks cozy. The air in the room is musty. At first glance, I'd say it's part of a medical facility. Looks like an operating room. And the smell must be... Oh, there it is. Yashiki. Sorry, but could you shine the light over there? That's a skeleton. I shine the flashlight as directed and find a corpse. Daimon crouches down and begins to study it. Whoa, it's pretty old. You might be better off having an archaeologist or anthropologist look at this. Wow. Daimon carefully examined. Yeah, that's pretty fucking old if you need, like, a specialist. When they're done, they stand up again. The corpse is odd. Extremely odd. The cervical vertebrae is severed. But the cut's a mess. Some kind of small bladed object did it most likely. Though it clearly wasn't a cut with a surgical tool. I cannot even imagine why anyone would do something so cruel. The head was severed with a tool, huh? It's too old. Corpse isn't enough. Someone should have left behind records. Might be wise to search the room. Yeah, good idea. New info was added. Although... Why game? Although there have been ghosts around. Let's see. I didn't see any ghosts. What was that noise? Why was there a noise if there wasn't a goddamn ghost? Nothing's inside the metal cabinet. Glass door. Looks like there's something in it. I open it and search inside. I find a notebook titled Research Records with a small gun. The notes have deteriorated, but I can just make out what they say. 70th. Next experiment, Asada statue. Connect? Male body. Oh. Then, probably supernatural phenomenon. Spirits frequent hard continue experiments. So they tried connecting a female head with a male body. Weird. That's all it says. Got research records too and palm pistol. Seems to be a record of the experiments performed here. How fascinating. You're next. It's a well-built metal cabinet. Whatever's inside could be intact. When I open up the door, a cloud of dust flies up and blocks my vision. A notebook with a black cover is left inside. Experimental unit correspondence code. Seems to be a document about cryptograms. Inside it says, Kanon, weapons code name. Da-da-da-dee, da-da-dee-dee. Heavenly Buddha, project's code name. Soul, human heads used as materials. Oh, it is soul. Looks like Waboon. Similar to Morse. So you're telling me that I couldn't have gotten it even if I knew Morse. Interesting. It looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. Dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. Must have been cut with some kind of tool. Yeah, that's what I was confused about earlier, because like the the Morse. Oh, actually, it's not Morse, but the notes that were playing, they there was not enough for like create English words. So it makes sense now that it is in Morse. That is a different code entirely. I want to check something. So yeah, Soul. Next experiment, Asada statue. Okay. Right, was it? No. No, it wasn't this one. Okay, and this should be the location. Nope. This should be the location. Yes. Go. That is Soul. Your quiet voice. Point 2. Your soul. Heart? No. Wrong. Then I'm gonna say head? That's the next assumption I would make, because typically people consider their souls either in their hearts or their heads, not their stomachs usually. Alright, enough of the goddamn beeping. I get it. Okay. Moving on to the head. Yeah. Beeping suddenly stops. Survive. Woo. Seriously? Amazing. A real supernatural event. Daimon seems pleased. Glad you enjoyed it. I'm sure this'll happen again. No need to tell him that. Is it safe now? Yeah, probably. Let's keep moving. Okay, I guess I can go in now. Similar room. Places may have been used for the same experiments. Hope there are experiment notes. Now let's get to searching. Okay, go. Why though? Why though? Now that's just silly. Light bulb is flickering weakly. Some of the doors are open, but most are locked tight. Search the ones that are open. I find a notebook titled Research Records and an army short sword. Letters in the notebook have faded, but I can still read it. Experiment miraculously succeeded. This divine protection. The Asada statue donated from a shrine created by Line statue makers. Line? Using chisel donated by same family. Severe head. Tooled together become the key. Finally, our dearest wish. Nothing else written. Okay. It mentions a chisel. Does it mean those used for sculpting? Yeah, most likely. It's hard to believe, but did they actually use that to sever the heads? It's unbelievable, doing something like that. You. Looks like something's inside. Let's grab it. I open it up and search it around. And bells attached to a handle and a notebook with a black cover. It's titled Disposal Vat Management Record. I flip the cover open. Dispose 200. Super dimension? Suddenly iron door. Half spiritualized. Hypothesize. Focused mystical forces. Need. Sacred object to erase. Safety valve. Release code. Diamond. There's nothing else written. Kagura Suzu bells. Disposal Vat management record. What in the world are these notes going on about? Disposal, half spiritualization. I don't understand shit. Plus, those bells I found don't fit this place at all. I close the notebook and put it in my bag. Just then, something tangles around my hand. Huh? It's a thin thread. Seems to be human hair. It glitters pale gold in the light. What? The mark starts sucking at my blood. I ignore it and instead stare at the shining hair as it's being pulled in. It's odd, but I get the feeling that this moment, no, it's here, this place. I've been here before. I'm sorry, what? Someone mumbles right next to me. Wait, that's not someone else, that's my own voice. As I thought, it's here. The words pour out from deep inside. I have absolutely no knowledge or control over them. Memories that aren't mine, words and feelings I couldn't possibly know are falling from my lips. Check the disposal vat. It must be behind that wall. It felt weird when standing in front of that wall. Yashiki? What's this all of a sudden? The instant Daimon speaks, the voice stops. It's nothing. I just remembered something important. Are you honestly alright? Those were some rather odd mumbles. I'm fine, really. Just spaced out for a bit. For better or worse, Daimon didn't clearly hear what I was saying. Still though, that voice. Could it be that my old self, the one I lost along with my memories, was talking to me? A feeling I got when I saw that golden hair, maybe that's what triggered it. I haven't heard that other guiding voice for a while now. I guess all I can do is rely on my old self. The disposal vat beyond the wall. The voice said to find that. Ooh, info was added. So, oh, okay. Wire mesh door and paint time, I don't see shit. Paper stuck to a backside. So, the hair being caught on his arm kind of reminds me. So lately, I've been thinking about the concept of light bondage made out of hair for your dick. Now, that might sound weird, like, what? Why did you start thinking about that? And that's because I've got long hair, and whenever I get out the shower, very occasionally, there's just wet hair, like, just tangled around my dick. And when I go to pull it off, it's like, it's a bit uncomfortable. It doesn't hurt, but it's, it's uncomfortable when I pull it off. And, kind of reminds me of bondage. I don't know why. Well, I know why it reminds me of that, but I don't know why I'm thinking of that. It's weird. Right? Wrong direction. Good going, dumbass. Just keep on walking. Man, they really put this song on repeat. Whoever's playing this song. Goals door. We go north at the intersection end. An outline of a door flickering faintly in the wall ahead of us. Hey, look at that. Huh? What? Are you seeing odd things again? Can't see it? Unfortunately, no. Looks like Daimon can't see the door. That's the spiritual. My mouth begins mumbling words that I don't recognize all on its own. Oppose the spiritual with spiritual. If you touch it with a tool that honors the gods. The flow of words out of my mouth stops. Touch it with a tool that honors the gods. Okay. So here's another thing I've been thinking about recently. Cookie Crisp is kind of awful. Now, it's probably this. 7, 5, and 3, also called them Miko Bells, meant to be used as shrine maidens. So, it's not that they're cookies for cereal, because I've done that. No, it's cookies for breakfast. And it's not that because I am a gremlin and I've had cookies for breakfast before. It's not that they're bootleg cookies that aren't good cookies in their own right. And if you handed a bag to me and said, "Eat up, fucker," it'd feel like you're stomping on my nuts emotionally. And it's not that either. It's that they float. See, now when I have cereal, I wanna have the cereal like hit the top of the container, because I'm eating cereal for the cereal itself, not the milk. I'm not a big fan of milk, personally, but I'm eating the cereal for the cereal itself, so I want that shit full and just the minimum amount of milk for a good bowl. So I fill the Cookie Crisp up to the container, and guess what? It fucking floats. And I'm like, that's some bullshit, because I'm pouring in the milk, and cookies keep falling out. It keeps falling out. It's fucking bullshit. God damn it. Strange words spill from my lips again. It's the priestess tool. If a man displays spiritual power, it'll be destroyed, so touch it silently. All I have is questions, but I have no choice but to trust the other me. I touch the bells to the door carefully, making sure not to make any noise. Magic. Next instant, the door physically appears. What? Wait, I'm not hallucinating, am I? Yes, this entire corridor is filled with gaseous drugs. I'm completely shocked. What magic did you conjure to do this? It just felt like it was the right thing to do. But I stare at the door. I sense an alarming presence. According to my own voice, if I can call it that, disposal vat is beyond this door. Found some documents about it in the room with the operating table. Might be good to look through those. Let's be careful. Place is giving me bad feeling. Let's go. I push open the iron door and we head inside. That's a lot of head. Whoa, this is amazing. On the other side of the door is a large empty area reminiscent of a vault. Is this the disposal vat? Should be, but it's not quite what I expected. Something on the ground. Looks like a sword. Rusted sword. Take what Daimon picked up. I shine the flashlight around the area. Are these heads of Buddha statues? They're kind of just scattered around. This might be a garbage dump. Just then. Huh? The sound echoes off something heavy moving. Suddenly the room is lit with pale light. I have a rather bad feeling. Let's get out of here for now. Try to open the door to get out, but... What? It's locked. Impossible. Oh, yay! Cutting coldness invades and envelops my feet. My head snaps up and I see water pouring into the room like a giant waterfall. Water? It's ice cold. Polar bear swim is not something I ever wanted to do. Same. It quickly rises to our knees. Can't even feel my feet anymore. Water underground? Bitch, of course there's water underground. We have to get out of here. will die of hypothermia. Ah, shit. I should have read the disposal vat thing. I have to remember what was written in those documents about the disposal vat. All I see near me are the Buddha heads. Diamond. Because that's the word I remember. I touched the diamond Arhat head. There's a heavy shudder and a sound of movement, and then the pooling water suddenly starts sweeping in one direction, down into a drain. Whoa! It's pulling us in. When I open my eyes, all I see is darkness. Ugh. Quickly I lift my head and rub my eyes. My vision slowly comes back. This is an intersection in the underground shelter. Looks like we were drained out with water and flushed down a pipe. We were lucky. Very nearly breathed a sigh of relief. Then I remembered Daimon. That's right, where's Daimon? No need to be so worried. Aha, so it's you. It's been a while, you sneaky intruder. It's that old man I met in the passageway beneath Manhole Street. Tried to ask him about Daimon, but... My jaw's nearly locked and my voice is gone. Don't try to talk just yet. Water here comes straight from the T mountain range, so it's deadly cold. You're submerged in it for near an hour. You'll be slurring your words for a while. Relax, your friend's fine. So, you, got somewhere to go back to? Ugh. I nod as I groan. The old man's face brightens like the sun. Well, that's great. Not that I'm demanding a reward for saving you or anything. But I'm pretty darn hungry. Man eyes me, smile sharp. Also, we're taking him back to the mansion. Okay. We get in the car, and even though it's the wrong season for it, I turn the heat on full blast. We dry off with towels and the like, but it doesn't stop our shivering for a long time. While this is going on, the old man... Oh, it's hot. Can I open a window? He's blatantly fanning himself in front of us. Okay, yes. In a way we owe him our lives, but even so, he's being a pain. Hang in there a little while longer. Daimon shudders. You can see us shivering, can't you? How selfish can you get? It was an honest question. Probably sucks for him, but we still keep the car like a sauna. After driving like that for a while, our teeth finally stopped chattering. The man's name is Banshee Ito. That's how he introduced himself. That obviously isn't his real name. As he sits next to me, Banshee gives off a savory smell like freshly baked bread. Kinda cheers me up. Or at least it does for a few moments until I realize it's the stench of dried filth. So, Banshee, what were you doing in a place like that? Banshee remains silent. Are you listening to me? Don't feel the talking yet. I'll tell you in exchange for food. I shouldn't be surprised. Life's rough. Wait, that should be my question. What were you two doing down there? It's a long story. So I summarize everything we know about spirits in the mark until I catch up to when we met him in the underground shelter. So that's how it is, huh? He nods vigorously to himself. I wonder if you truly understand, old man. Daimon's doubts are reasonable, but Banshee waves a hand dismissively. Of course I do. What do you think I am? Terrible grudge is mucking up that underground shelter. You guys are wrapped up in it now. His story suddenly sounds fishy. A grudge? Banshee, do you know what happened down there? I said I'm not talking about that yet. I was born into a noble family, so I've always had the ability to see things others can't. I stake my name, Banshee Ito, on it, so you can trust me. There's a terrible grudge swirling there. You've gone swept up in it. He's got nothing to base his claims on, but I get the feeling he's on the right track. In that case, O noble Lord Banshee, would you tell us? How do we overcome that whirlpool? Banshee replies with a magnanimous flourish. That should be obvious. Whirlpools always have a center. You've got to find that. The center? That swirling grudge in the spirit thing. Is that what you called it? The birth of the spirit, the heart of the curse. Something like that should be left within that there swirling grudge. If you look for that, sure then. He trails off. He gazes at the dark road, his mouth hanging open. It's like he's run out of batteries. Then, what? What will happen? The black sky simply goes on forever before Banshee's eyes. Oh, that reminds me, Yashiki. Banshee calls out as soon as we enter the garage. Take this, just a little symbol of our friendship. Underground shelter key. Is this a key for the underground shelter? Mm-hmm. I found it when I was popping in and out from that place. I held on to it. I'll lend it to you for now, Yashiki. He just picked it up. Why is he acting like it's a favor? I have no reason to refuse him. Thanks, I'll borrow it. Hiro walks up to us. Ah, welcome back. Learn anything? Diamond butts in before I can speak. Wait a second. You're not really considering you haven't fallen for that suspicious old man's story, have you? Wow, that's rude. If you want my opinion, a snotty punk like you should be trusted even less. Of course, Yashiki. You believe me, right? Yeah. That's my good pal Yashiki for you. Well, I suppose if you're fine with it, I won't worry about it. Anyway, changing the subject. Good grief. Can we just move on from talking about this? Banshee, you're hungry, right? Dining room should have something. Ooh, food. Banshee bolts out of the garage and vanishes into the mansion. Hiro gives me an exasperated look. Mr. Yashiki, you've got a crazy one on your hands this time. To appease the starving Banshee, I offer him some cup noodles and sweet buns. The epitome of hunger, he greedily begins scarfing it down like a starving dog. That was enough for 10 people. He devours all of it, and I'm reminded of a high-power vacuum cleaner.
Excellent!
You okay? I haven't been this full in forever. Ah, glad to hear. Mind answering some questions? Why were you down in that shelter? Well, that's an easy one. Because it's my home. What? Been living there ever since I found it 10 years ago. It's not too shabby a place. Keeps me out of the rain. No damn brats messing with me. Though it gets a mite cold in the winter. I don't know how to respond to that. Hiro and Daimon seems to be the same. It's a paradise for me because no one knows about it. Till a weirdo showed up 6 months ago. Some woman doused in perfume. It was winter. I don't like stirring up trouble, so I just stayed away. Must have been Zukawa. I nod. That is my thought as well. That was a month ago. Figured she must have up and left, so I went back. But now there's something stranger, which was... damn walking Buddha statue. I know I'm pretty out there, but even I was shocked by that. I even got this weird scar. Banshee removes his scarf, revealing the mark on his neck. You may not believe this, but that statue gave you that scar. I figured. It was the Kanon soldier, after all. Kanon soldier? How do you know that name? Some document I saw had it. It was an odd plan to make a Buddha statue move with supernatural powers. A heavenly Buddha project weapon. Are you nuts? Spirit powers making something move? That's insane. Now, Hiro, calm down. So those documents that you found, they still around? Nope. I burnt them for warmth. You fucker. I had a delicious roasted potato too. How could you? Maybe take your own advice, Dr. Daimon. Our measure of common sense seems to be rather different than this strange old man's. It's fine, my noggin works different from most people's. I got it all memorized. As you say, just tell us. You need to know about that project. The Heavenly Buddha project was the pet project of some general at the end of the war. So they built that shelter for it. Ta-da! 13th Army Engineering Lab. To make the Kanon soldier thing, they did tests on Buddha statues. They were brought from some shrine or something elsewhere. That must be a shrine. They did a bunch of stuff to infuse the statues with spiritual power. There was a monk from T Mountain, spiritual treasures from all over. But nobody thought anything would actually come from it. The project was just an excuse to keep the fanatical general busy. At least, supposed to be. But one day, the statue started moving. It went berserk throughout the lab and went crazy on a ton of people. Bloodstains and old corpses in the shelter were probably the victims. Some people survived, but they had red, bite-like marks on them. The thing went and wrecked the place then. It stopped and never moved again. No one knows what even triggered it. That's about everything it said. Hiro and Daimon are as white as a sheet. I probably am too. It's a hard story to believe, but he has no reason to lie to us. I think he speaks the truth. What? Are you kidding me? Statue going around killing people and cursing them? Impossible. Now how do you explain the mark on his neck? Logic would dictate that the moving statue we saw was the Kanon soldier. Gah. The dormant soldier suddenly started moving after 50 years. That might be the cause of mine and Hiro's mark. What if you flip that through? Flip that though. Both of your grandpas got the mark from the Kanon soldier. When the soldier stopped moving, their marks disappeared. But with it started up again, you got them because you're their descendants. If that's true, then the children inherited their parents' fate. Hiro can't seem to muster up any kind of counter-argument. I think she's in shock. I want to ask you something, old man. You say the Kanon soldier stopped moving 50 years ago. Why? I think it was some spiritual person used a thingamajig to do with something. So you have no idea. It wasn't born part. Try to remember. It's not that easy, son. Mark might have made me forget. Taking his age into account, it's more likely he just completely slipped his mind. Seems we must defeat the Kanon soldier to be free of our marks. Have to figure it out on our own, if he can't be of more help. So you're pro at this, Yashiki. We'll be relying on you. I don't have spiritual powers or anything. But you've already faced down 4 different spirits, haven't you? A normal person wouldn't have survived. Now that he says it, I guess he's right. I might have been hearing a mysterious voice a few times and having weird premonitions. and then caught myself unconsciously talking when we were down in that shelter. So, what are you folks gonna do now? Good question. Yeah, let's hit up the soldier. Is this all the same thing? Like, really? Yeah, let's investigate the project. Let's investigate the project in the shelter. I feel like that'll be the key to the mark. Guess we're going back in then. Hiro's still kind of sulking, but she's at least recovered from her shock. We all share the same fate. It's too late to try to run away. Yep, we should find her there. Heart of everything that's causing the curse. You need that to stop the Kanon soldier. That's why my gut's telling me. What, my gut? What are you gonna do then? I'm full now, so I was gonna go take a nap at that park nearby. I'll sit and wait until you fellas do something about that soldier. Wait just a minute, you old fart. Didn't we just say that it's too late to run away? Okay, I get it. Well, you folks did feed me, so I guess I can help you. New info. Coming with.
Excellent.
Cool. While I'm here. Okay. Into the sewers. Well, actually, it's not sewers. But into the manhole we go. Head back, I guess. Yeah, there was this door that I never got to check out. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. That looks suspicious. Hey there. Alright, top down. Light bulb's covered in dust. It's obvious no one has touched it in a long time. Why is such an odd bulb still working? Yeah, I'm looking at you last. Alright. Big iron box. It's thin layer of dust on it, but it looks fairly intact. Okay. Those are some skulls in there. Oh, what's that in, like, the bottom rightish behind the one Buddha one? Is that a corpse or is it a ghost face? Box is packed with carelessly tossed Buddha statue heads. A real, actual head can clearly be seen among them. It's dry and mummified, but going by the long hair, it's probably female. But like one of the experiment's victims. Huh, so this is where it was. Let's take it and bring it to its owner. Fuck, I thought you'd say that. Oh, just kidding. I feel Banshee's gaze on me. New info. Can only carry one head. I need to choose which one to take. Taking the human head with me. It's a Buddha statue. Headless Buddha statue is covered in dust. There's a talisman stuck to the neck as if it's taking the place of the missing head. Nice. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna check my notes.